It begins today, Brandon. What are you doing? The
Washington neck flaps. That's my name suggestion.
Jesus Christ, I can't. Just one normal day. I just one.
We're the Washington neck flaps. It'll still be better than the Commanders.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Were you going to say something, or do you want me to do the intro?
Washington Wildflowers, here we come. Oh, baby. We here.
Peep show, we steer.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna, and this is a G, a P, a S.
Woo! I'm going to start going back and looking at our audience retention and seeing how many people drop out during the S.
They're like, oh, we've never seen Grossi and Perna live, and this is why. Moving on. Listen, we got big news to talk about. Of course, Dan Snyder, no longer the owner of the Washington Commanders. We're celebrating. We got the crowns. Listen, the Washington Wildflowers. There's talks about rebranding, which makes all the sense in the world. Because when the Commanders name got unveiled, people were like, that's it? Like, you could have done a million other things. And that was like the least exciting one. Yeah. And so now there's talks about changing the name again. Hell yeah. We also had a $60 million fine levied against Mr. Dan Snyder because it turns out he was skimming the books a little bit. I think it was $11 million that he was holding from the NFL.
Dang.
It just so coincidentally came out the day that, he sold, which it's crappy because the NFL knows about this. They've known about this for some time. It's just like, all right, we understand. And as we've said many times on this show and in our own individual channels, your punishment is that you get billions of dollars. That's the punishment that Dan Snyder has. But it doesn't matter.
Imagine if we were punished for being good people. How much money would we get, Tom?
$1.
It's so funny, too, because there's been so many Dan Snyder videos over the last, 3 to 4 years. And it's like every time, it's like, this is the thing that will finally get him ousted. And there's been, I feel like there's been, 5 of those things. And then finally, one of those things or the combination of all of them finally gave him the boot.
Yeah.
Finally. But this is a good day for Washington fans. They can move forward. They can have hope for the first time since Dan Snyder took over.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some years in there where they thought they might be competitive. But when you have, and pardon my French, a fucking idiot, that dumb, that stupid, that gross, that disgusting, that just putrid, scumbucket, scuzzbag, douchebag, all of the bags of a man running your organization, he is going to perpetually put your team in a place where they cannot succeed. And it starts at the top, and he's gone. Now you got the Josh Harris group. You got Magic Johnson in there. Who knows if that's going to work out? But just by the floor being in the 7th layer of hell, you're above the bar now, Washington. So congrats. Here's a question: they went with Commanders, right? They ultimately chose that name.
Take command.
Do you think president of the Commanders, Jason Wright, takes responsibility for that name? because he kind of spearheaded that whole thing. Does he keep his gig with the new ownership group? Is he like, no, Dan made me do that. Let's get a real name this time. What should it be? Ooh, the
Well,
Washington
I
Jeopardy.
think my favorite part out of all of this, and I'm going to answer your question, is that because the number one thing I thought about yesterday, it was the fans, right?
Yeah.
And especially after like 30 and 30, the fact that they started chanting F Dan Snyder and I didn't even have to will them to do so, right? But yes, it will be. The best thing that I saw from yesterday was how it seems like the Commander's social media account is finally free. Like, because it's this weird thing. Like, this is what they posted last night. Like, it literally is celebrating. And it's so funny because you have to know that like poor millennial or Gen Zer who's running that social media account is like, oh my God, I'm free. I can finally do it. Good morning. See you at FedEx later today. Because it's going to be a party. Like, it's going to be a celebration. So just seeing this, I was like, damn, that has to be such like a burden lifting moment.
Yeah.
Because you know that members of the team and work for the organization, they know how terrible Dan Snyder is. And now the fact that they don't have to deal with that anymore, like, yeah, they're happy as can be. But to answer your question, I think everybody's basically losing their job after this season. In terms of just like leadership or anything like that, I think head coaching changes are going to be there. Maybe you see Eric Bieniemy like step up if he has a good season. I just think that there's a lot of things that Washington needs to address, and it's just going to be vying for money and time and energy as to which one of those things gets addressed first. Are you addressing the fan experience? Are you addressing the stadium? Are you addressing the team? Like, and obviously that's going to be more for the GM and everything. But yeah, I think you're going to see lots of things changing. See, only one talk.
Yeah, I have no idea what kind of product Washington's going to put on the field this season.
A little slept on, a little bit.
They cannot be a team that tanks with Ron Rivera. That just won't happen. But you know, they've got this is a good season for them to just experiment, see what they got, see who Sam Howell is. And I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see Washington become kind of like the Bears last year, where they start trading off assets before the midseason trade deadline in hopes of starting to like rebuild and retool everything they want to do. I did have a bit of breaking news, Tom.
Oh,
you know, I'm in the coffee business, but did you know I am in the moonshine business now as well?
No. Oh. Did a fan send this to you?
They popped it in the Discord today or yesterday. No, 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
I also love that it's conjugal visit.
Yeah, what?
Like,
what name? What kind of name for moon? I mean, it makes sense for moonshine, right?
You're in prison. You drink it and you go to prison.
You go to prison, you drink it, but you still get to have intercourse with a woman. Like,
yeah.
And since you're in prison, you have no real world responsibilities. This is like the best. Some say this is every man's dream. New moonshine.
I want Red Wolves. I do. I want Red Wolves.
I'm just kidding. I think I need to trademark having a beard. Can I trademark that?
Well,
it's just like any guy with a beard. They're like, that guy looks like.
Who is that woman in the picture? Then to you.
The middle one is Jess with the new haircut.
Oh. Well, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah, as her second husband.
I'm not putting titles on it. I'm just saying, you know. So who can I ask? Because it's a private account, so I had to look that up. So if people are not in or have no idea what we're talking
I'll pull up the tweet.
We got to pull this up because I got tagged in it And like, I don't have notifications on for like anything. I have my phone's always on
I
silent.
tagged you in it, by the way.
Yeah. So you tagged me in it and it came through. So I was like, okay. And then up there we go. It was David. Wait a minute. It's 69, Perna.
Oh, David, you sneaky, cheeky. I gotta find it. I'm stalling.
You gotta find it. You gotta find it, Brandon.
Oh, you fat with a 3. Yes, I just said that. That is that man's name. Don't tweet at me.
Oh, we haven't had a Ho You
David.
Fat in so long. Let's go, David. Well done.
Thank you, David.
Well done.
Okay, let me link this.
Yeah, let me explain.
All right. Yeah, I'll give you the background.
So, tweet was a banger too.
Yeah, sure thing.
There you go.
I'm just gonna tag you in all my tweets from now on.
That's it, baby.
Go Broncos at Tom Grossi. Tweet does numbers.
Okay. So explain what's going on here, like what this account is.
Okay, so it was Jess messaged this to me yesterday, and of course I was like, "Oh, can I tweet this?" She's like, "Yeah, one of us should." This was her college alumni, which she went to college in Rome, Italy. Okay, so she lived in Italy for like 5 years. She went to college there. So one, it's an Italian college, and they did like this little thing, like highlighting some of their alumni or whatever. So there's some different shout outs here, but you got Jessica Philippus cheered her husband, Tom, on as he raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for Colorado's St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in an event at Mile High Stadium. Go Broncos. So maybe a little's lost in translation there.
A little bit. I could have translated for
reach out to Jess to get any info or background, and I think they just made assumptions based on her one like Instagram post from when you were in Colorado.
Yep.
Raising money for St. Jude's. It wasn't just the Colorado branch. I like the fact that I get credited for raising hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, congratulations. Like that's really impressive.
I worked for that. I worked so hard.
Yeah, you really worked hard for that.
But
you're now, so you're me.
I'm you, you're me. You me, you me, me, you me, you me, me, you.
So, but your image is me. So then, am I Brandon Perna?
I'm Tom.
Oh, you already nailed like half of everything I say. So that's it. All right. Well,
I'm Tom.
Because it's not my picture. So technically, you just have to change your name now to Tom Grossi.
That's correct.
Yeah, to Tom Grossi. That's
not
what
even
you have
Tom
to
Grossi, just her husband Tom.
Yeah, just you know what? It could be husband Tom. Like that could be. Wait a minute. So does that? Wait. Does that mean this is towards you now?
Ooh, fuck Tom.
Yeah, fuck Tom.
Fuck Tom.
God.
We got him. We
Fair enough.
got him. Got him.
What?
Yes. Well, actually, dating. I mean, technically, we're both married.
We're both married to my wife. Get over it.
We're both married to our wife. Everything is shared in the Grossi posse.
Yeah. I should change my name to Tom because then this show could just be Tom and Tom. It worked for Mike and Mike over at ESPN. I think Tom and Tom, boom, we'd be the best show on TV.
Tom.
Oh yeah, which was a navigation system. Remember TomToms?
Oh, I remember TomToms.
Dang, it's all coming together, baby. That's Tom's big idea he teased. I changed my name to Tom, and we become TomToms.
I think it works out. So I want to actually talk about the Commanders. First of all, do you think they changed their name?
Yeah.
I think they do too.
I think not even just because like the rebrand was lame, you know, it's not just that. I think this organization wants to do everything in its power to wash itself from the stank that Dan Snyder left upon it. And the Commanders was just like the final shit streak in the underwear on his way out of the massive pile of diarrhea he created while running that football team.
That's odd. I can't wait to go see Oppenheimer. I'm seeing it on Sunday. Zach Martin holding out. Cowboys be screwed. that's the easy one.
Yeah.
Cowboys. I completely agree. Like, I think you do everything to turn the page, right? Like, it's name, it's field, it's, just organization as a whole. And I mentioned this on, you okay there, buddy?
Just pulling off a hangnail. Yeah, keep going.
I said this on Clickbait. I think just having feedback from the fans and actually listening to it is going to be such a nice change of pace and such a reprieve. If they're able to do that right off of the bat, like, then they're going to be already miles and miles better than the previous owner for a lot of reasons, right? But I think the biggest thing is just getting and being like, hey, this is a part of our history. We're turning the page. And I can guarantee you there's going to be a lot of fans that are like, yep, let's just the vast majority. Yeah, let's turn the page because we want like nothing to do with Dan Snyder.
Yeah, I think like the Broncos are kind of like a blueprint for Washington, and it might not happen as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
but the Broncos have been like polling fans and putting out feelers and doing different things about uniforms and logos and all of that stuff. We're under the impression that they are going to do a rebrand, the Broncos, and it's going to be some sort of mix of like the old uniforms that everybody kind of loves, like the throwback, and that might be like their main sort of logo and uniform going forward. But it's been a process, and it started last season. Damani Leach, who invited you to the Broncos Stadium.
I know who he is.
You started putting that stuff out there, and it was at their website. So like, we think it's going to happen. They have an announcement. Oh shit. Is it today for their uniforms?
Oh my God. What if it's the Washington Wildflowers? You change the N to an M. Washington.
Oh, it's the 25th. They're going to like drop their,
Washington,
I think, all white uniforms for a game or something this year. But yeah, Washington has that opportunity. And
I mean,
I have warthogs in the thumbnail. I just saw Brett Coleman tweet it. I was like, oh yeah, we'll use that for the thumb. But I really think it should just be the Washington Hogs. Like, I feel like that name makes the most sense. It ties to them historically, but outside of Dan Snyder, like, fans would embrace it. It's a cool name. I think it just need Washington Hogs. Keep it simple.
I don't like it.
You don't like the Hogs?
No, it's okay. I mean, it's different. I loved Red Wolves.
Piglets.
I loved Red Wolves or Red Tails. I loved either one of those. I thought that those were really good.
Red Tails, that was nice. But for a football team, Hogs. Just go with the Hogs.
Hogs. Washington Wildflower. I'm telling you, you want to see the biggest fan movement ever. Washington Wildflowers. I'm telling you. We could do it. It could just be the crown. They could sell these crowns for $24.99. They could sell them. They can make a killing. They could do it. I don't think he will be top 10 next year.
Not next year. I think he's going to have some good games.
Yeah.
I think Bryce Young is a nice add in your underdog fantasy drafts late in the draft.
Ooh. Oh, actually, I've drafted Bryce Young and CJ Stroud and a bunch of them.
Yeah, they're always available very, very late in the draft. And it's not like, so with like the best ball format, you want guys who can just go off certain weeks. Like, that's really important. Versus like normal fantasy, you're trying to find your quarterback who's going to be consistent every week. You can just leave them in the lineup. Underdog, those rookies, Anthony Richardson,
Bruh.
He goes way before those guys. But Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, they're not going to be great all season long, but I bet my arse they're going to have games where they perform very well in fantasy. I put 2 links in the description for our private drafts. One is already full. That draft is underway.
Keep it.
We've got our QR code if you want to sign up with Underdog Fantasy, if you want to play fantasy football this season with Underdog. Scan that little thing there. Use our code GPS. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. I think this contest was ending this week, but higher or lower, that's a game I can't play here in Colorado, but you can basically guess higher or lower stat totals for players. And we'll have tons of drafts here during the season. We'll do weekly drafts, so we can you can draft and play against us, and we'll be able to track and tally those up for that week. When did you? Damn it, husband Tom.
What happened?
Bastard.
What happened?
My name, husband Tom.
Yeah, it's been like that.
Yeah, well, I just noticed it.
Okay, that's fair.
Noticed it.
By the way, you remember that Patrick Mahomes thing? Where it was like over under like half a passing yard. Yeah, I did that, bruh. They have Christian Watson. Hold on, because I saw it. Someone like posted about it online for like the pick'em. So Watson right now. Let's see. Watson right now, higher or lower 5.5 receiving touchdowns. I'm like, yeah, no, he's good. He's gonna have more than that. He had like 3 touchdowns in a game. So yeah, no, he's good to have more. So I literally just did Patrick Mahomes and Christian Watson higher, and I was like, free money, please. So that worked out. That worked out.
No, it's fun. In the more drafts you do, the more like you start to see patterns in the way and when players and stuff are drafted.
Yeah.
And what I like is starting to look at like very late, trying to find guys who might eventually
sleepers, if you will,
and go off. And those are important for the best ball format, because like you might be taking a guy who doesn't play much early in the season. It's like a player you wouldn't want to necessarily draft in your normal fantasy league, but either injury ahead of him or developmental time period for like a young player. Those guys are fun to find. I was trying to look. Okay, like even the Broncos, Tim Patrick's interesting.
I drafted him yesterday.
Super late. I don't know if he's going to play a ton for the first half of the season, or how he'll even factor into the offense if Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy are both healthy and utilize the way that they should be. But let's say if Jeudy gets hurt or Cortland Sutton gets hurt, God forbid, Tim Patrick's going to become like the number 1/number 2 receiver in the offense.
Yeah.
Could be huge. What's really funny is all the Giants receivers, all of them are all available at the very end of the draft.
Yeah.
They're like, everybody drafting is like, we have no idea how any of these receivers are going to do. But anyway.
Oh yeah, Mims it's a joke. I mean, it's a win for the Lions. If it doesn't work out, they gave up basically nothing. So
3 spots left in that second draft. Links below.
Was the first one already full?
Yeah, it filled up before we did the.
I couldn't get in there. I could.
Is this the one? Oh no, that's a different one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ooh, Johnny Bark's last pick in one of the drafts. McCorkle. He picked McCorkle.
What's wrong with McCorkle?
Everything.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
You like being bored for 3 hours? McCorkle's the opposite of Oppenheimer.
Oh my god, I can't wait to go see that movie. Haha, I made it into the second one. Got it.
Nice.
Nailed it. Crushed it. Love it. Live it. But yeah, so in terms of color scheme, because that was the question, I think they keep the color scheme. They might like update it a little bit, but I think that them keeping it, they're gonna have this, in my opinion, they're gonna have this kind of in between where they're gonna stay true to like the tradition, and then they're gonna go and make some changes. But I think the changes are gonna be positive, because I think that filled up already. I think the changes are gonna be really positive though, because I think it's so easy to not mess this up, right? it's like you walk into a job position where the last boss, as you mentioned, just sticking with the theme, had explosive diarrhea all over the chair.
Yeah.
And just left it there. And that's who was running the entire office. You come in and go, all right, we're going to give the chair $6 billion. And then we're going to get a new chair. And then we're just going to do anything that's better.
Yeah.
So I think they'll be fine.
It's for like logos and team stuff. You really just get like 3 good options. And then you just got to find which one the majority of the people look at and go, that's cool. Like just find the one that people go, that's pretty cool. Doesn't even have to be their favorite one, like unanimously, but people go, yeah, that's like, you want the logo to be so fucking good that a fan of that team might just buy it because they like it. I think that's when you know you've got like a great design.
That's the one. That's the one. Mitochondria, they're the powerhouse. It's true. It's true. But yeah, I like Red Wolves. I like Red Tails. Washington Wildflowers, obviously. But yeah, like their colors are good. Like I think what it would be just really funny if just day one they unveil like an actual Sean Taylor memorial or like Sean Taylor statue and not a mannequin that you see in every single pro shop. Like there's so many things that they need to address. Like again, it's the field, it's the seating, it's the plumbing, it's the season ticket holders, it's the parking, it's so many things that I don't even know where you start. But I think it's first is gonna be like, hey, let's actually listen to our fans and see where things need to be changed because they don't have too much time, dude. I mean, like training camp is down the block around the corner. So this season, I don't think you're going to see a ton of shifts, but next off season, I think you're going to see a lot, like a lot. So in my humble opinion, I think next off season is where you see a lot of shifts start to occur. And that's the question too. Do they get a whole new stadium or do they just massively renovate?
No, get a new one. I don't know what kind of bankroll this ownership group has though. What's their they don't got Walmart money. They ain't got Walmart money. They ain't got that Walmart money.
No, they don't got that Walmart money.
Walmart. Why isn't Walmart sponsoring my channel, by the way?
How do you feel about unions?
Love them.
Well, and that's why.
Hate them then. I mean,
okay, yeah, there you go. That was
fair pay for hard work. Not on my watch. Okay. That's Johnny Barks.
He's still working on that ESPN video.
Yeah, he is.
God bless you, Johnny Barks.
I've already shot the 2011 video for him to start on immediately after. And it also ran a little long. I'm trying to cut it down, Johnny.
He's like, you had your fun with Grossi out there, and now you're back.
You thought Grossi could work you? Here you go. Here's 42 minutes of me talking straight.
Pizzle, it's your turn in the draft. Pizzle. Because I know that because then I'm up next.
Boom.
Pizzle. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that.
Barkley's playing hardball, and I like it.
I like it. Bold body.
Nice Creed.
I got you. Yeah, I don't like because he went on that podcast and basically said like, you know, like the thing I always have in my back pocket is I could just screw them over.
Yeah, he's like, what's my leverage? My leverage is I don't play. So, but he said F the Giants. He's like, not F the Giants. My leverage is F them. I don't play, something like that. All right, JB. Oh, I'm excited to watch through it.
There you go. But I am excited to see how that actually plays out because Saquon, I feel like out of all the running backs who are playing on the franchise tag, like he's the one that would be like, nah, screw you guys. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Do you think the situation he's in is different than that of Le'Veon Bell's at the time? Because that's kind of like who he's being compared to right now in terms of ultra talented, probably at the peak of his powers. And then do you risk missing an entire season to make that payday And like, where does that put you as a running back? What do you want in the Broncos' white release? Whoa, that sounds. First of all, that's the best picture of John Elway. I just want the old logo on white helmets, and I'll be happy.
There you go. Pretty simple. That's it. Comrades, it's our team. It's our team. Yeah, and I think like Saquon, it's a mix though. I mean, who has the most? Let's just say like all three of them. That's not going to occur. Let's say all three of them like, hey, let's sit out. Which, by the way, like screws the player because after the new CBA, like it's just not friendly towards players who decide to sit out. But out of Pollard, Jacobs, and Barkley, which team would feel their running back's absence the most? I feel like that's a tough question because Barkley was the guy last year, right? Like he carried them. Josh Jacobs on a team where you don't even know who the starting quarterback is. That's problematic. And then there's Tony Pollard, who's far and away RB1. That's tough.
I think it's Saquon and it's the Giants because the Giants were a playoff team. Yeah. And I think a big reason why is Saquon. Josh Jacobs, I think you would notice the difference in production, but the Raiders were not good with him. So they're like, well, we can suck without him and not overpay. And the Cowboys to me, and I think Tony Pollard's a special running back, but I feel like of those teams, you can plug in different guys and get good production just because their offense should be good with Dak, with adding Brandon Cooks to finally have a complement to CeeDee Lamb. Maybe Michael Gallup's good again there. I think it's Barkley. Thinking back to Le'Veon Bell, though, like when he sat out, it's easy to forget. Like he was, in my opinion, when he sat out, I thought he was the best running back in the NFL. Like, his running style, his fit with the Steelers, I was like, this dude is so good. He's the most patient runner I feel like I've watched in years. And the Steelers offense, obviously, they had Antonio Brown in that time and Roethlisberger. Like, their offense was good. It was dangerous. And he missed a year, and then he went to a shitty line, and he just was not who he used to be. I think Saquon would be good in a lot of different situations. But it's like, I think people have this idea that Le'Veon Bell just like wasn't that good or something. And I don't think that's true. The difference though, the Steelers offense had Big Ben. You've got your coach who's been there for years, Mike Tomlin. They were in a spot where they could be more confident in losing Le'Veon Bell, right? They didn't have to overpay for him. The Giants don't have that luxury at all.
I agree. Yeah, they are the ones who seem the most pressed, in which like they're going to feel the immediate consequences. Because like last year, there weren't very high expectations for them.
No.
This year, there's actual expectations now. Yeah. You gave Daniel Jones a contract. Saquon is still on the team. You actually got people that you can throw the ball to. Like, I think
Giants and Broncos flip places, trading places. We had high expectations last year. Now we have none.
True. Yeah, it's accurate. That's accurate. Yeah, the Giants would, I think, feel it the most, especially from their fan base. And apparently he's not asking for like top dollar. It's just now, I think it's just now trying to get any type of money for a running back in a market like we talked about a lot on Wednesday is just nearly impossible. It's just not going to happen right now. So, yeah, it sucks, but the Red Hogs.
See, the Red Hogs to me, that sounds too much like too much of a reference to the male penis. Just go Hogs. That's an
why putting logo. Red in front of it makes you think it's a wiener.
That just is.
So because it's red?
Yep, Red Hog.
Do you like, you're just like at the bar, you're at the urinal, you're like, man, got my Red Hog.
Red Rocket, baby. You know what I'm talking about.
That's a dog's wiener.
Well, Is there much of a difference between a dog wiener and a hog wiener?
I gotta be honest, and I'm the happiest to ever say this. I don't know. I don't know.
Me neither.
I don't know. So,
Right. So this is where it kind of left off before they shocked everyone with Commanders, right?
yeah.
You had hogs, you had your wolves, and you had the red tails. Do you think those three come back into play? All three? I think they
I think
do.
so. I mean, like, and wildflowers, obviously. But
Oh, super hogs would be cool. Just straight up super hogs.
super hogs. Accurate.
Just make that the logo. I would buy that.
I think, yeah, you keep it like simple. Maybe you have one that like management chooses because they're like, oh, we like this one just to throw it in there and see how it's received. But the work was already done. I mean, like the fan base wants to love this team so badly. They really do. They really want to. So give them an opportunity to love their team and they will. I really mean that. So I think you also
Thank you, David.
Thanks, David. Thank
Where
you.
Where you at?
Thank you.
Oh, you fat with a 3. Yes, I just said that. That is that man's name. Don't tweet at me.
Nice.
All the best clips.
Appreciate you, David.
In with that laugh, that weird laugh.
Yeah, I don't see like this. I don't. Yeah, no, this. I don't. I mean, again, if that's what the fans want, it's not my team. They choose what they want. I just think that there's options there, but I think a lot of the work was already done for them. Like they don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like, and I think the name change too is going to be very symbolic because it's like, hey, it's literally like a different team. Like it's turning the page completely. No more Snyder. It's not just like window dressing or lipstick on a hog. It's brand new. Like we're going to do things differently now.
What if it's just the Washington cured?
Washington what?
Cured. Cured. C-U-R-E-D. They have been cured of Dan Snyder. They could just be cured.
I don't know if that one's I don't know if that one's great. I'm pretty sure there's like copyright, probably some issues with the Sentinels. I'd imagine so. But yeah, keep color schemes, change up the jerseys, sell all the money. Great. Everyone's happy.
Right. They already got this guy as their thing. Their mascot.
Bring him back. So if they are over 500, can you bring Carl back? Carl's with a C. Maybe you'll see Carl. Maybe. Appreciate you, Rico.
Rico Costa.
Let's go. Hey, the hot dogs. Just name the hot dogs.
Do you think hog or warthog is cooler, Tom? What would you prefer if it were between those two?
Warthogs? I like warthogs.
See, I like just straight hogs.
Not red hogs?
Hogs.
Perna, you're getting asked for parental advice.
Oh! Yeah, I got advice, Aaron. And that is prepare to have your heart melted every day you are alive. A daughter will just make you a better person, in my opinion. I thought those
ducks.
I did too.
But apparently it's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah. Aren't ducks aren't they rapey too?
Yes.
Animal Kingdom is, oh, thank God I do not live.
Out of all the ways you could have put that on a Friday morning.
Well, that's why there's no NFL team called the Ducks. That's why.
But there's a hockey team.
Well, get them out of there.
Let's
cancel him.
I think Ron Rivera is done after this year, to be honest. I think he's gone. Sam Howell, they don't know what they have in him, so we need to see how he does this season. But yeah, I think Ron might be gone. So I think so. Ooh, that's pretty good. I'll take it. I'll take that.
Let me see.
Oh,
Let me
Washington War Pigs. Oh my God. And then they play freaking
Black
War
Sabbath?
Pig. That would be amazing. That's their like entrance music. That would be dope, but it's also a message to Washington. But that would be dope as hell.
Going off the rail
No,
on
it's
a
not.
war pig.
That's not.
Boom,
the-
boom, 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 bam.
No, it's not.
I am Iron Man.
Why can't you just? Why, Brandon? Why? Just why?
Bam, 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 bam. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. War pigs.
You know what? That's as close as we've gotten, so I'll take that. I'll settle for that. That's fine. But yeah, no, I take War Pigs. That'd be dope. There's so much they could do, and like I really feel so. There's this weird thing that occurred, and I really want to like sit down and actually talk about it one day and like dive into it. When I was in Cincinnati, there's this really interesting thing that's occurred. You have all like the diehard faithful Cincinnati Bengals fans who have been there through like a lot of the down years, you know, a lot of drought in terms of any success. And then Joe Burrow comes along and completely changes the team, but doesn't just change the team, changes the fan base, because the amount of young people that are now Bengals fans because literally just because of Joe Burrow is insane. And talking to fans, like they're like, yeah, like this is a young person's team now. Like they literally have like taken the mantle. That is what Washington can become. If they play their cards right, good God. If they play their cards right, they could make this a team that like legitimately is for like new fans and saying, hey, like, listen, we're going to like pay respect to the history and do all that. Like, we're going to do that. But also this can be an organization like going forward that, you know, people like want to be a fan of. So
I think I just found the centerpiece for Jordan Peele's next horror film.
Yeah, it's honestly horrifying.
This is the
It
most
is horrifying.
This is one of the scariest things I've ever seen.
It's true. We'll see. We'll see.
Potato Hog Man is going to
no, that's
haunt my
horrifying.
dreams.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want it. No. That's it.
Major Teddy. Is that what they
Major
named
Teddy,
him?
of course. Of course. Put away your hog, Perna. Now this one. Now this is the name: Thunder Cougar Falcon Birds.
Oh, I like that. I like. No, take birds out of there. You know how I feel about birds.
Thunder Cougar. Well, Falcons are a bird too.
Falcon can. We've already got an NFL team, so Thunder Cougar, Shark, Tornadoes.
Tornado. Oh.
Thunder Cougar Shark Tornadoes.
Okay. I like that. What's the acronym for that? Would you say Thunder Cougar Shark Tornado? So TCST.
Oh, wait.
Thunder. You're gonna try to spell something. Come on, you could do it.
Thunder
Oh,
Hog Shredders. THC. That's their acronym. Come get high with the Thunder Hog Shredders.
Shredders is with an S.
Fuck. Thunderhog Cougars. Thunderhog Cougars. I don't know my letters yet. Carly doesn't stand a chance. I've been teaching her the ABS.
The best part is like I love Brandon Perna so much because my mother every now and then will like screenshot the description for GPS and be like, "This is spelled wrong." I'm like, "I don't make the description. It's all Brandon." And in the latest video, which people should go watch, okay, should go watch of Brandon Perna's working out with Derek Wolf, which was a great video. You spelled something wrong in there too, and I just busted out laughing. I was just
What
like,
did I spell wrong?
It's like it's like all over the screen too. Hold on.
What? Oh,
Hold
is
on.
it like in the video I spelled something wrong?
Yeah, it's in the video.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
It's okay.
There's no
Dude,
spell check. Was it in the like subtitles I was doing?
yeah. It also, yeah, this one.
Classic.
It's by the way, he is a massive human being. Like, holy crap.
Yeah, Derek Wolf is huge. Huge.
Okay, hold on. This. It's not a full explanation.
Yeah. No, I know.
But I also love how it's just you laying on his arm, and his arm is just like the size of your head.
Yeah.
So like his biceps are massive. He is a large man. So yeah, there you go. Also, real quick, I need to get your opinion on something, Brandon, because I think if I'm not mistaken, you like it. The Colts jerseys, very divisive on NFL Twitter right now.
Like it.
Very divisive. So you're a fan.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
You're a fan. I like just something seems off. Like if it was just the helmets, I'd be like, okay, those are pretty cool. But it's a mixture of both of them. I'm like,
No, it's perfect.
Okay. The Seahawks ones, good God, they crushed. I loved those throwbacks.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's hot. The black helmets for the Colts.
See, like,
I
I
like
don't
it
mind
because it's different. And honestly, their white helmets with the horseshoe, boring. One of the most boring helmets in the league. All blue, black helmets, black and blue, bruise. You're going to get bruised when you play the Colts. I like darker colored uniforms, and maybe you could say the stripes on here are kind of stupid.
just saw
but,
RG3's comment.
What was that?
Just saw RG3's comment.
What did he say?
It's right there on the screen, buddy.
Oh.
I love RG3. I love him. Yeah, I think like I like those jerseys. Oh, this one.
These are kind of hot. You know why? Because they
like
minimized like the orange and brown. They used them as accents instead of the main color.
Yes,
scheme.
and I like that aspect. I don't know if I dig the helmet. I like the jersey. I don't think I dig the helmet.
The helmet would be really cool if it was, I think, just all white. No stripe, just all white helmet.
Or if they had like, again, just like something, because it just like that stripe down the middle is very prominent.
Oh, it should be a stormtrooper helmet fixed.
Okay. All right. But you like the Colt. You like the Colts one. Did you like the Seahawks one or no?
Yeah. The Seahawks, like their throwbacks, I think are really good. And then this sort of like tweaking. Yeah, it's close. It's close to perfect. The Buccaneers creamsicles, close to perfect.
Can't wait for that.
Now we just need the Broncos to answer. And the old Falcons, those are my 4 favorite.
Dude, the old Falcons unis are just so good.
Yeah.
They're so good.
I just did a short about the biggest blowout or shutout in NFL history.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the games was the Patriots and the Titans, but the Titans were wearing their throwback Oilers uniforms, and those are sick.
They're bringing those back.
The comments was like, at least we look good while getting our ass kicked. I was like, fair enough.
They brought those back too. Like they're already out there.
I like the Oilers,
but yeah, it's interesting to say the least.
Uniforms, see, that's the thing. Like they're always you'll never get anybody to agree. There's probably people out there shitting on the Seahawks ones right now.
Sure.
Like these are disgusting.
Yeah.
I just can't. Their uniforms are like politics. Nobody will ever unanimously agree on it.
It's fair.
They're more divisive than politics, I say.
I do love the creamsicles. So the creamsicle. See, the Lions helmet I'm back and forth about. Like that's another one. I think the color scheme is off. Like the colors that they mixed together, I was like, I like the old logo, but I'm a huge fan. Like, I'm a sucker for like really old logos. Like, one of my favorite logos is not even a football logo. Like, hold on. Hold on. Can you hold on, please? Thank you.
My favorite logo, Walmart. God, they did it. They nailed it.
I can't with you. All right,
Love
so like
that
this is gonna be
Walmart logo.
this is gonna be super small, but
That's
this
what she
guy,
said.
like, I love this. Like the old Milwaukee Bucks logo. I'm happy.
No thanks.
You know
Looks
what?
like it reminds me of Christmas.
Real
Don't
real
like
quick.
it.
Hold on. I'll show you, Brandon. I'll show you. I'll have no.
Should I just sit here in silence while Tom is gone?
Just got this because I ordered it for 4:30 and 30, and it finally came in the mail. So I'm a sucker. I told you, for old logos, but for old pennants. So like I got this retro Packer one. It's from the 60s.
Oh, that's tight.
Right?
That's cool. Love
That's
that.
pretty dope.
I do like that.
All right, Brandon, what do you got coming out today, buddy?
I'm up in the draft. Should I go AJ Brown or Stephon Diggs?
Stephon Diggs, because he'll do worse.
I've taken Diggs. Time for AJ Brown, baby.
Good. I wanted you to take AJ Brown.
Good.
Good.
What do I got coming up today?
True.
Nothing. I think I'll probably post the ESPN video tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And then maybe I'll get a short out today. But yeah, I got to watch through that thing. And usually, like, I watch through a video, like one of our season recaps, go and fast forward, get through it quickly. This is a little different. This is going to be a 50+ minute beast. So it might take a little time to make sure that's all dialed in.
That's you, Perna.
Ooh, hi, Jeremy Q in Boston. I hope you have an amazing day. Jeremy Q.
52 minutes long. Jesus. That's gonna be something. That's gonna
What do
be
you
something.
got, Tom?
I got Friday Night Q&A. I'm filming all day today. I'm filming all day because we got coach tomorrow, baby. So yeah, if the script is done, 15-page script, and yeah.
Did you ever watch the sitcom Coach?
No.
No. Next punishment, you have to watch the entire sitcom Coach. Which might be shorter than your series.
It might be. But folks, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on Monday. Oh, by the way, Perna, you're gone Wednesday, Friday next week?
Yeah, I'm going to be up in the mountains next Wednesday and Friday.
We're a mountain man. So that means that GPS will only be back on Monday of next week. So that's it. But folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is a G, a P, S. And you have been navigated.
And you've reached your destination.
What?